Let's talk about golf etiquette out on the golf course. So you're ready to hit off the first tee, and usually anybody can step up to the first tee and go first. But what you don't want to do, what's good etiquette, is you won't want to talk when they're getting ready to hit the golf ball. They have about 20 seconds before they hit the golf ball. And you don't want to stand behind them because they want to be able to get their alignment correctly. So don't stand behind them and don't talk too much when they're ready to hit the golf ball. Then after they hit the golf ball, everybody hits the golf ball and you're out on the fairway or in the trees or wherever you're at. The person who hit it the least, farthest, is the next person to go. But the whole group doesn't want to run around to that one ball because that takes too much time. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you're spread out and almost ready to get to your ball. And if you can get to your ball without being in their way, because you don't want to get hit by their ball, and have your alignment and everything already picked out, so it doesn't take you long when you're ready to hit your golf ball. And everybody should do that. So you don't want to be like a duck and their ducklings running around at one ball then going to the next ball, because that takes too much time and that's not good etiquette, and you'll have somebody behind you looking at you not knowing what you're doing. So, and then after everybody hits the ball, somebody might be in the sand. If you happen to get in the sand, make sure you take those 10 seconds and rake that sand up and make it nice for the next person. And if you happen to have get a divot, if you hit the next shot and you're on the green and you make a divot, fix your divot. And if you don't find your divot, find somebody's divot and fix that one. And if you can fix one, you can fix two. That's great etiquette, and it's going to make sure that the course is nicer when you leave it than when you got there. So that's something that you can do. You can make sure you fix all your divots. Now, when you get on the green, it's the same thing. If you're the furthest one away from the hole, you want to, that person is going to be putting first. Now, if you're not putting and that person's putting, you're quiet when they're doing that. But if I'm putting to the hole, you don't want to be directly on the other side because they're concentrating there and they're seeing you. So you want to make sure you're off a little bit to the right or left if you're on the other side of the hole. Plus, you don't want to be moving. If you're over to the right or to the left, when they're putting, you don't want to be moving because that's distracting and making noise. So make sure you're still over there. And if you happen to be right behind them putting, it's not good etiquette to stand right behind them and get their line. That you can't do that in tournaments, so you may not want to do that, and that would be something that will help you out there, and people will appreciate that, and you'll be able to golf with a lot of people out there. So you get to the next hole and you hit a shot that goes to some other fairway and you can't even see where it went. Make sure you yell out a nice loud 4 so everybody in the whole golf course can hear it, because if they get hit by a ball, that's no fun, and you're going to have to look at that person for the rest of the day, and it just takes away from your game. So when you yell out a 4, then everybody's happy. So that's good etiquette to yell as loud as you possibly can out there. Now, another thing is, if you do happen to hit an errant shot, make sure you don't yell out, get all mad and everything, throw your clubs, or just yell out something bad, because that affects your game, and it also affects everybody in your foursome out there. And they may not want to play any golf with you if you're out there. You don't have any control over your emotions. So if you hit a bad shot, it isn't that shot that's going to ruin your game. It's that next shot and getting mad again in that next shot. So get back into your routine, have a great attitude, celebrate a bad shot. That'll get you back into what you need to do a lot better out there. So don't yell out when you hit a bad shot, because everybody hits a bad shot now and then. Now, you're done with your round and you guys had a friendly wager out there, whatever, you know, somebody's buying lunch or a pitcher of beer or whatever. Make sure you have enough money to pay for that. You don't want to be somebody out there who gets done golfing and then you don't have enough money to pay for a hamburger or something like that after the round. So make sure you don't say, okay, it's going to be next week that I pay, or I'll go tomorrow and I'll get you the next time. pay your wagers, no matter what it is, that same day, and that's good etiquette. And you'll be invited back, and you'll be able to play with anybody out there on the golf course if you get these things down.